I stole this. I'm trying not to steal everything right now. I'm changed. Really, I am. I just, get a little depressed sometimes. I think maybe I'd feel a little better if I had your ring. Don't worry, I'm washing my hands, everything's fine. It wasn't even a real diamond. Wonder if she knows that. Maybe I should tell her. Look, I'm having a really hard time right now. Just leave me my little vices. You don't need that coat, that handbag, that wristband, or that chair. My wardrobe has doubled in size. You can see people about to say something whenever they see me in their clothes. And then they just don't. They don't want to get too close, maybe. Or maybe they know that they don't need it as much as I do. I need it all. Give me all your everything. I mean, who knows what tomorrow brings? I was doing really well too. I was calm. I wasn't stealing things. I had a program, and I was sticking to it too. Then, life likes to throw you curveballs. I was never that good at baseball. Tried to steal home once, but they asked for that back. Sorry, bad joke. Look, we all lose people. I just want something in return. Like, lots of stuff. And yeah, overall it's not gonna make me feel any better, really. But also it makes me feel better right then. It's the problem, isn't it? Because I hate myself for taking it, but also, hey, look at that, that's pretty. And, I'm not gonna like it as much tomorrow as I did today. But I can just find something else pretty, right? I mean, look at you. You got all kinds of pretty stuff, don't you? Just, don't turn around for too long. I'm definitely gonna take that stuff. Don't say I didn't warn you. Oh my God, you look terrified. Relax. You don't need any of that stuff. I do. I need all of it.
It's me again, the magnificent Mysterio. Day 4 at sea and they've canceled all public gatherings. You don't know what this means to me. I'm a cruise magician. I should be doing magic, but I can't do magic without an audience. 10 minutes ago I made the ace of spades appear in my stateroom's mini fridge. But was that magic? No, because no one was there to see it, except me. And I know how I did it. There was no one to be impressed, no one to shout, ooh or ah or Mysterio, here's my phone number, I'm in love with you. Which used to happen all the time. I mean, I'm the magnificent Mysterio. I was so excited for this cruise. 6 months on the Caribbean, performing magic for all kinds of passengers, from the retirees to the elderly, even the grandparents. I never imagined I'd be stuck in my stateroom with coronavirus. I thought we'd be like every other cruise ship and get norovirus. I just made this bouncy ball appear in my hand. But was that magic? No, because I know I keep this same bouncy ball up my sleeve at all times, and whenever I need to impress somebody, there it is. It's got me thinking. If I can't do magic, am I still a magician? Am I still Mysterio? Hello, good sir, madam. I want you to pick a card. Any card. Got one? Good. Was this your card? No answer. This is ridiculous. I used to stroll around the Lido deck doing this for people and they would erupt in applause. I can't do this anymore. Stop calling me Mysterio. My real name is Beth. I'm 28 and single and still in student debt from theater school. Magic gave me this persona that I could use to face the world. But on the inside, I was never really that confident. Boy, it feels good to come clean like that. This is me, world. Warts and all. Wait a minute. I think I just made my ego disappear. That's gotta be the biggest thing I've made disappear so far. I'm back, baby. Mysterio, out.
This video is for Tommy. Tommy? Hello? Mrs. Montgomery? Hello? I don't know if you still monitor Tommy's emails or not, but if you are, hello. This is Eleanor. You know me from childhood and stuff. So, still on this cruise ship, and we aren't moving anymore. And my room smells like potatoes, but that's my fault because I spill mashed potatoes all over the floor. They said they can't spare anyone to come clean it up, which is understandable, but I still wish it didn't smell like potatoes. I don't smell like potatoes. Room does. So, the real reason I'm sending you a video is to tell you that I will obviously not be making it off the boat in time for prom. So, I can't go to prom with you. And I wanted to give you permission to ask Jessica to prom, because it seems like you would really like to. Oh, Mrs. Montgomery, don't worry. Your son is not a cheater. Tommy and I are not together. We have no romantic feelings for each other. Like, none. Seriously. But, yeah, I can't go anymore. You should still go. I'm someone you'd really like to go with. Even if that person is Jessica. Jessica is fine. Sorta. Sorry, I don't know why I just said that. I'll edit that part out. So, yes. Go to prom with Jessica. She's great. You two obviously have the hots for each other. I see you guys together, like, all the time. Especially after band. You guys seem to really have, connected since you switched to bassoon. So, I mean, yeah, she's super nice. I sat next to her in chem last year, and she has a good vibe. Oh my gosh, funny story, super quick. One time during a test, she totally fell asleep. It was so funny. Like, I've never seen anyone do that before. And like, during a test, I mean, at least it was an AP test. She had like a little drool too. So, yeah, you can ask Jessica to prom, and I will release you from our prom pact. Oh, Mrs. Montgomery, Tommy and I made a pact in 6th grade when we were both losers that we would go to prom together if we weren't in a relationship with other people, or we weren't in a relationship with each other, which I know you teased us about before, Mrs. Montgomery. You kind of bring it up a lot, actually. Can you imagine? I'll edit that. So, prom. Sorry, I feel like I'm saying prom a lot. Do you ever just say a word a ton and it doesn't sound like a word anymore? Prom. Prom. Tommy prom. I'm sorry. I think the boat's just getting to me. Boat brain! Oh, I should be going soon, but real quick. If you don't go to prom with Jessica, or if you don't have a prom at all, we could have like our own prom in my dad's basement or something. Remember when we used to rollerblade down there? We could do that too. But actually, you got it carpeted. You know what? I'll talk to him. So, there's a dance instructor in the boat leading lessons that I've been following along and learning. So, there's that. Just let me know. No pressure. Just let me know. I think it could be a fun thing to do when I get out of my potato room and off the boat. Just let me know, buddy, old pal. Goodbye, Tommy. Goodbye, Mrs. Montgomery. Bye, Tommy. I'm sorry, you know what? I'm gonna start over. 3, 2, 1.
What do you think they're doing up there in that big ship thing, Chloe? How long they been in there now? 2? 3 weeks? I disremember. You know what? There's some folks up there getting to know what it's like doing time. Halfway, anyway. But they got swimming pools, right? Ping pong tables. You think they're still swimming around? I bet you somebody's peed in that pool, huh? Playing ping pong. I played ping pong a couple of times. That stuff's so boring they should use it for a sleep aid. Man, that boat's like the perfect old age home for rich people. Bet you they don't want to get off. Bet they hitting people with their canes trying to stay on there. Get off of me! Get off of me! You know what? They should kick their asses off and let on the homeless. Just shoot. They'd sleep right on them ping pong tables. All those deck chair thingies. See, my idea is the rich people don't take care about the poor people because they never met one. How many cabins they got on that their boat? Mix and mingle. Ought to mix things up for once. Put one of the homeless folks in each cabin with the rich dude. How many beds they got in each room? 2 doubles, maybe? Let them stay in quarantine a month or 2. No. 2 rich, 1 homeless, and 1 filmmaker. Oh yeah, put that stuff out there. Man, there'd be some changes made, right? Mix and match, baby. Change, brother. Let it all start right there on that cruise ship. Shoot. If I knew who to get a hold of, I'd put that idea out. Whoa. Is that someone leaning up there on that rail and waving at us? Hey there, Mr. Rich Person. How's it going? Hey, invite me on, dude. I got 17 years of stuff to lay on you, brother. Well, I'll come on over there and you throw me down some steak, huh? Let's get this thing on.
No one tells you how small these staterooms are. I can't just turn around without bumping into my bed. The toilet doubles as a shower, which is good because I ran out of toilet paper days ago. But I don't even know what time it is anymore. I used to have an intense pressing OCD, need to know the time all the time because of my Apple Watch. But I dropped it out the porthole and it got eaten by a shark. There are lots of sharks out there. The sharks kept circling. It's like they know we don't have long. Someone said that they were nurse sharks and that even when their stomachs are empty, nurse sharks are harmless. But I don't know who to believe anymore. The tour group from Idaho took the mouse hostage yesterday. The costume, not the kid who plays him. At least, I hope they let the kid go. Because I think they were planning on burning the mouse in effigy. I'm sure they're going to set the ship on fire, but we're surrounded by water, so we should be alright. Right? I'm spending all of my time meditating. There's no TV, and I ran out of People magazines I stole from the store. I've read all of them. I feel a little bad because I cut them out with my cuticle scissors and pasted them on my wall with toothpaste. These are my friends now. Meghan Markle, Billie Eilish, that one serial killer, Cher. I feel really close to them. I wrote them a song last night after I ate old mushroom pizza and got high from food poisoning. It's a tragedy not to have an exit strategy. Just a menagerie of People magazines. Celebrities! No one ever let me sing before. Probably a good thing. Oh, it's happening. See, I'm sheltering in place, but the Idaho group they went feral fast. Grabbed the finger paint out of the daycare, got down to their skivvies, and painted each other wild colors. Then danced on the captain's deck on the sunroof. From the howling, I think they just discovered that finger paint doesn't have any SPF in it. I'd offer my prescription kind, but it's expired. It made me look like I was wearing vanilla frosting, so I never used it. Maybe I'll leave it out for those crazy Idahoans. Maybe if I do that, they won't make me walk the plank like they did for the group from Florida.
Hey, have you seen my watch? It's one of those fitness ones. One that counts your steps, you know? Real chunky, bright blue band. And I know you're probably gonna say, it's probably in my room somewhere. I mean, it has to be, doesn't it? It's not like we've been ashore recently or anything. But, the band gets a little itchy sometimes, and I take it off places, and I do like to walk. Around the ship, I mean. At home, I like to run. And you know that I'm actually training for a marathon? Half a marathon. Canceled now. But did you know you can't run here? Like, anywhere on a boat. Even before the quarantine. Did you know that? So, if you can't run, what are you gonna have to do? You're gonna walk. That's what. And anyway, the ship captain and whoever, they say it's okay to walk. As long as you're 6 feet apart and don't interact. Or touch anybody. But most people are too afraid to come out of their cabins. So, I can pretty much walk anywhere and it'd be fine. I know you know how people just do 10,000 steps a day? You want to know what I do? I do 20,000 steps a day. Every single day. Do you know how long it's been since I missed a day? 4 years. It's been 4 years. I could actually tell you the exact number of days I've missed. There's an app. This app keeps track of it. And it says, oh, whoa. It says 1,499 days. That's my streak. And if I don't find my watch, it's going to break. It's going to break the streak. But there's no other way to put your steps in there. And if I don't have my 1,500 steps, I know 1,500 is just a number, but it's 1,500. And if I don't have my watch, I won't count my steps. And if it doesn't count my steps, I won't get my streak. Then what am I even doing out here? Huh? Just wandering around? What am I supposed to be then? The official cruise ship ghost? Haunting the halls like some third-grade Harry Potter character? I'm sorry. I'm just a bit. You know, the shriek. This place does feel a little haunted. You ever feel like that? Like when I'm walking on the deck, I can hear these voices. These voices. With people in balconies below me, talking or crying, or even singing. Singing. But I can never see them. I can never make out what they're saying or what they're doing or why they're crying. They're crying. This ship is spooky. I don't know what to call this situation. It's just spooky. It's like an act 1 of a zombie movie. And I don't like zombie movies. But my watch, my streak, my 20,000 steps, I know it's dumb, but it's normal. And I need normal. I need my watch. It's chunky and it's blue.
You don't understand. I'm not one of them. One of the unwashed, uncared for, weak of immune system, overall gross, the unlimited buffet hogs, the
I got all my vaccines on time. I go to the doctor once a year on precisely the same day for an annual checkup. I eat an apple a day, serve clear broth once a week, and squeeze my own oranges every morning. I exercise 3 times a week using a regime personally tailored to my body's unique needs by a trainer from the School of Physical Perfection at an Ivy League college. So this quarantine is ridiculous. It is not meant for people like me, people who care about their body and overcare, too much care. I care about my body too much. I mean, I think about it. That's the point is, I do not belong here. I am not the quarantine type of person. I'm above quarantine, and I was not stealing. Those rubber skateboats are for everyone. Generally used, like a water fountain at a park. I mean, I would never, ever use a public fountain. I mean, germs. Who knows if they've sterilized appropriately? Nope, only the best for me. Parade all the way, baby. Woo! Not any of that knockoff LaCroix stuff or the Brita filter stuff. Nope, parade all day, every day. All you say. Oh, no. I just aberration. It's all about No, I must it's no cough here. I just have some raw carrots stuck in the back of my throat, probably. I only eat my veggies raw. You know, to preserve the vitamins and health, and it really benefits. Like I was saying, is there by any chance an extra bed in the nurse's office?
Hello? Are you there? I keep seeing glimpses of you out of the corner of my eye. A flash or a flicker. A sense of someone nearby. A friendly presence, at least. I hope you're friendly. I've been cooped up in this room for 12 days, and you haven't been unfriendly yet. So, I'm going to be optimistic. The other day, was it yesterday? 2 days ago? What is time anymore? Anyways, I lost my watch. I set it on the bedside table, and whenever I woke up this morning, it was on top of the closet. Was that you? Are you playing games with me? I noticed you the second night of quarantine. The Wi-Fi was out, and I was freaking out. I couldn't contact anybody here, and no one was telling me anything. My chest got all tight, and I couldn't breathe, and I couldn't think, and I was so alone. But then I felt you. I looked up, and I couldn't see anybody, but I knew someone was there, and I wasn't alone. At least somebody would be here for me. But I've been too nervous to talk to you. What if you float away and I never get to feel your presence again? I think I'll call you Clarice. Clarice, my friendly little ghost companion. Clarice, it's nice to meet you. I wonder how you got here. Oh God, did you die here, in this room, on this bed? Oh, people die on cruise ships. They just toss them overboard. Did they toss you overboard? Will they toss me overboard? No. I'm going to die on this cruise ship. Is that why you're here, Clarice? To let me know that? No. I don't want to die on this cruise ship. And spending my last hours in this 20-foot square room, getting crappy meals delivered to me, and talking to a ghost. No. This room is basically a coffin, isn't it? So much for a nice trip to the Bahamas. Man, I can't believe I spent all my credit card points on this. No. No. You're right, Clarice. I'm young, I'm healthy, and I don't have to worry about this. No worries. Just boredom. Boredom and talking to a ghost. I think I like you, Clarice. Yeah. I hope you stick around, keep hiding my watch, and I'll keep finding it. And when I finally get to leave this stupid room, I hope you'll come with me to the real world. Real world? What is that even? Is this real? Are you real? Am I?
Those were Flintstone vitamins. Really. They were expired, so you can't tell the difference. Why am I taking vitamins at the end of the world, you might ask? Because they're multi-purpose. Many unknown purposes. And I may need their magical properties on the other side. Like the coins the ancient Greeks would place on a dead person's eyes so they could pay the fairy tollman to cross the river. 6. It's grim, but I like it because it's a plan. Plans are good. It's like the ancient Egyptians mummifying their dead so that those could be preserved for the next world. That's really smart. Actually, that's what I'm going to do. Except instead of the cloth, I'm going to use the rarest, most valuable commodity in our society. TP, the chosen paper of the porcelain gods. Consider this my last message. My last dialogue with the world. Although for a dialogue, you wouldn't need more than one person, but it's just me. So I don't know what you'd call this. A monologue? No, that doesn't seem right. Someone is receiving this, right? There's someone out there. At least on some level, that's comforting. Yeah, totally comforting. At least, the very least, someone will find this recording and know I existed. A digital time capsule, if you will. But what's left to say? I already texted every single person in my contacts and sent them a very simple message. Thank you. Nothing specific, just thank you. It took me 78 minutes. Most people were confused. Some didn't respond. Understandable. But others took it as an opportunity to engage. But a lot of people got it. They responded back, I love you too. Thanking people is important. It may be the most important thing we can do. Maybe the only gift we can leave behind. A simple gesture of kindness and gratitude. So if anyone's out there who find me, thank you. And if you need a wipe, feel free to unwrap me. Now it's time to disappear. Completely. Time to say goodbye. See you on the other side of the river. I'm gone.
Hi, Miss Anderson. I got a note that you wanted to see me. Is that Oh, yeah, right. So about that, Miss Anderson, I know that I've strayed a little from the approved telesculpture list, but I just took a little creative license, and no, of course I was out of line, but in my defense, it was never supposed to be seen by any actual passengers. You see, normally Maggie will come in after I change the linens to vacuum, and we have this little joke where I'll make a telesculpture that's not regulation, and she'll change it afterwards into something more appropriate, and we have a big laugh about it later. But I guess either she didn't see that, or maybe she's mad at me and wanted to get me in trouble, but in any case, it was a joke. It was never meant to be taken like that. I mean, no, it is a towel rabbit hanging itself with a passenger's belt. That's definitely what it is. I've just got to own that one. And of course I know that suicide isn't something to joke about. I get that, and I could see how from your perspective and from the perspective of the passenger who came back from dinner to find... Sorry? Passenger and their kids? Yikes. Oh, what a day for Maggie to knock off early, am I right? That slacker. Maybe she's the one who should be in here. No, you're right. I should definitely be in here. But if you saw some of the things that she spilled out in dirty socks on passengers' beds... No, you're right. That's besides the point. Look, I'm very sorry about this, Miss Anderson. This is not indicative of the type of employee that I am. I am very dedicated to this job. Do you know how long it even took me to get that belt around his little neck? Right. I'm sorry. We've all just been under so much stress lately. I mean, you said as much at the team meeting yesterday, and now it's come out that we quarantined for another month. And there's no breaks, there's no relief, there's no days off. And I mean, the passengers, they just keep demanding more and more insane things. Did you know that everyone in cabin 2211 insists that a staff member sing the Macarena while they wash their hands? Yeah, with the dance. They say it's not the same without that. The point is that it's insane, and we can't ever get away from it. And I felt like today, if I had to fold one more towel, frog or swan, that I was literally going to lose my mind. Look, yeah. I'm sorry. It's just, people are on edge right now, and people are scared, and when people are scared, they do stupid, thoughtless things like fold towels into inappropriate shapes. So, I'm very sorry, Miss Anderson. I can see from your face that you're clearly under an extraordinary amount of strain yourself. Have you tried folding towels? I can show you how to make a monkey. No, yeah, you're right. I'll see myself out.
So I'm a kleptomaniac. Like, a for real one. Not like, oops, I stole a pen one time from Sandy's desk. I'm such a klepto, LOL. No. I have a legit diagnosis and everything. I steal stuff. It's just sort of what I do. Why? I have no idea. It's not because I get some sort of rush out of doing it, or because I can't afford what I'm stealing. I just want to. Nope. Scratch that. Because I need to. So, yeah. My therapist was not super excited about me going on this cruise, but I was all like, whatever, what do you know about my life, man? And he was like, literally everything. And I was like, good point. But I decided to go anyway, because I thought I could handle it. And then, the first night here, I stole 13 forks, 3 spoons, a bottle of sunscreen, and this crummy watch that's either super expensive or from Walmart. I can't tell, and I don't really care. Did it make me feel any better? No. Stop asking dumb questions. You're clearly missing the entire point of mental health. And then we heard about the quarantine. You know, the announcement of the loudspeakers. The meeting we had to go to, it was weird. Like, we were hearing about this super contagious disease while all packed in together like sardines. Dumb. I stole some lady's magazine out of her purse while she was talking to her husband about their kids. They had like 4 and they were worried about them. And I guess I didn't think it was a big deal until we all got masks and gloves. And we weren't allowed to leave our rooms. And people are like crying and calling their families and stuff. And then I was just like, well, crap. And I opened my dresser drawer and see all the stolen junk I had. And I was like, what am I doing? So I texted my therapist and I was like, I'm in a weird situation. I'm going to return stuff to people. And he's like, that's really good, Alex. And I was like, I don't know. For a moment, I felt this sense of relief, I guess. Because I steal stuff as a compulsion, and it never makes me feel any better. But the prospect of returning it made me, I don't know. Happy is not the right word. Calm is better. And I'm never calm. So I returned everything, but nobody knows I did it. So I, reverse stole it. And probably nobody cares, but I do. And if I can make things a little better by returning all this random junk I had, then I guess I did something good. Maybe. I don't know. I'm gonna talk to my therapist about this. Provided I don't have the coronavirus and keel over and die in 3 minutes. Just joking. Except, I'm not joking at all. So, yeah, that's it.
Never would you believe you'd hear the words I'm about to say. But it's so easy to say them now that I can't actually see you. I wonder why. Anyways, since I can't talk to you right now, that means I'll have to try to telepathically send you what I'm feeling, and hope that mother-daughter connection comes through. Not that we're usually connected or anything. I've been too busy for that. Too distracted with other things I thought were more important. Too selfish. But every time I've needed you, you've always been there. So here goes my best try. The day I departed for this cruise, I pushed the pause button and escaped from my captives, my AP courses, finishing my senior year, when everyone should know we've checked out by spring break. And I was looking forward to freedom. So why is it that these things I was so happy to temporarily leave behind are the things I want the most now? And I'm now held captive on a ship with a lot of people I don't know. So here are those words, Mama, and I hope you can feel them. What I want is you. I want to be home. I'd gladly accept you kicking me out of the kitchen because I'm in the way more than I am helping. And I would give you a personal invitation to embarrass me by joining in with my friends when we start to spontaneously sing and dance to our favorite songs. I want to laugh with you, even though what you think is funny is actually corny. Like when you told me about the ever-pretentious Mrs. Goff trying to introduce Mr. Peabody, a guest pianist. And instead she said, "And now, Mr. Playbody will pee for us." I was too cool to laugh with you. But then you started laughing, and I couldn't hold back. As much as I tried, I missed your laugh. When I get home, I want you to repeat every annoying cliche you've ever said to me, because they're all replaying in my head right now. Worrying will never change the outcome. Put your positive pants on. Will this matter a year from now? I've never admitted it to you, but I kind of like those cliches, and I even find myself repeating them to my friends. But for some reason, I can't tell you. Sometimes, when I want to say something, I just don't. There's this stubborn thing inside me that I just can't always say what I mean. And right now, while you're not here, I want to say this, and I hope wherever you are, you can feel it. I'm sorry, Mama. I've never told you how proud I am to have you as my mother. I love you.
Oh, hello. I only have a few minutes to talk, I'm afraid. I've got to keep moving. Welcome aboard the Rebecca, Galactic Cruiser serial number AK-734. Alpha Cosine Omega. Nearly 2 miles of pure titanium alloy and solar sails, powered by 14 jump boost engines designed specifically to make the leap between galaxies that Einstein once thought was absolutely impossible. Moving slowly but steadily along the 2-year path between Earth and Alpha Centauri, the Rebecca offers a pure power cruise for the system elite, the 1% of the 1%. Swimming pools the size of lakes, casinos, racetracks, orchards with lasagna in the trees instead of apples. More, all for the utter pleasure of the richest fools in the solar system. Tech giants, energy kings and queens, Ethernet bigwigs, alien translators, online warriors, politicians, diplomats, and me. The biggest fool of them all. Fool to think I could ever move on. Fool to think that things could change, even in this bright future we all share. Oh, forgive me, I forgot to introduce myself. That's on purpose, I guess. I'm not used to giving my name in public. I won't be starting now. My real name wouldn't mean anything to you anyways. Just call me X. You've probably never heard of me, and that's on purpose too. The authorities would never want to broadcast the fact that someone like me exists. Not these days. After all, I am the greatest thief in the galaxy. After Corona 2020, they thought that jobs, and it is a job, don't let anyone ever tell you otherwise, like mine, were obsolete, old-fashioned, and finished. After all, in the face of so much danger and so much trauma, and then after the changes that came in after it was finished. The increases in healthcare, leaps in science, new ideas, new hope, throwing out the old ways of thinking and accepting the new, the useful, and the beautiful. They called it the Great Awakening, a second Renaissance that shocked the world with its kindness and compassion. Who needed crime when everyone was looking after each other? Who needed to steal when there was plenty for everyone? Well, as it turned out, I did. Don't get me wrong, I didn't need the things I stole. I wasn't starving. No one was back then. And I wasn't some Robin Hood, stealing from the wealthy to give to the not-so-wealthy. No. Everything I took went right back to me. I just wanted things. I loved things. I loved having them, I loved using them, I loved surrounding myself with them. I had to have gold and jewels on every finger, dressed in the finest cloth, driving the fastest cars, all powered by gas, of course. None of that electric biofuel for me. The dirtier the better. I was the last of a dying breed. Those who were happiest not by helping others, not by saving the world, but by helping themselves. Cicero once said, cui bono, or who benefits? And for me, the answer was always me. In an expanding galaxy of activists, do-gooders, and self-righteous right-thinkers, I stood out like two sore thumbs. How could I not? My targets were the richest of the rich, the most powerful of the powerful, those who shaped this brand new existence. If there was a trinket around the neck of the daughter of some president or king, if there was a ring on the second toe of the husband of a high-energy magnate, if there was anything, anywhere, owned by anyone who made decisions affecting you and me, I had it in my sights. It was already mine. It was just a matter of when. And they all knew it was me. And although they would never acknowledge me, how could they? My existence was a problem for them. I meant that not everyone was blissfully happy. Not everyone was content. I was the irritant, the trickster, the sand in the oyster of this brave new world. If someone like me, someone who broke the rules just for the thrill of it, existed, then all bets were off. I could inspire others, the dominoes would fall, and we'd be right back to where we all started. I could have continued having fun my whole very long life. That's what I wanted. That was the plan. But a famous boxer from the 20th century once said, everyone has a plan, until they get hit in the face. And I got hit in the face. Hard. It was the perfect heist, even for me. I'd been planning it for more than a year. Everything was in place. Everything was timed to the millisecond. A prince of a thriving South American country, growing rich and fat in the tech sector, had given his wife a single ruby on the occasion of their first anniversary. And what a ruby! Forged in the heat of a pure red sun, it was as big as my heart, and just as valuable. After more than a year of bribes and surveillance, I found myself in a place I knew all too well, suspended thousands of feet in the air, hanging upside down in front of a penthouse window. With a steady hand, my diamond-tipped laser carved a hole in the glass, just large enough for my hand to slip through and pull the lock. Dozens of alarms had been cut the night before, and gaining the trust of and paying off lifelong servants was all part of the plan. I knew the schedule to the second. The apartment was empty, and the 175-digit combination lock on the safe had been encrypted on my contact lenses. Nothing was going to stop me. As with so much else, it was already mine. It was just a matter of when. I reached for the safe like a hungry child reaching for a plate of cookies when... "Excuse me," a whispering voice said from across the room. I spun in place, my hand still reaching out for those cookies, for the thing I wanted. There in the bed, which was supposed to be empty, which I had been told by numerous bribed servants, handmaids, and butlers was never ever used, was an old woman holding the bed curtains aside. "Excuse me," she said again. Can I help you?" Her voice was so sorry and so full of pain. Her hair was dirty gray like tarnished silver, matted with sweat to her forehead. Her eyes were foamed over white, covered with cataracts. She was blind, she couldn't see me. Even in my panic, I recognized her as the prince's mother. She'd been very sick. Reports were that she was near death. "I'm sorry, I just was feeling so dizzy, I had to lie down." "Do you work for my son?" she asked. "Yes," I whispered. "Yes, I do." "Oh, I'm so sorry to bother you. Please forgive me." Of course, ma'am," I stammered. What could I do? I couldn't leave through the door. There were at least a dozen guards in the hall. "Before you go, could you come here for a moment?" she asked. Again, what could I do? As I came over, she reached for me. The skin of her hand was like loose paper. It was old and loose over the bones, but her fingers were strong and held my hand in a tight grip. "Keep it safe," she whispered, so desperately. "Keep it safe." "Keep what safe, ma'am?" I whispered, back with one eye on the door. My heart, it's here. I couldn't help asking. "Your heart, ma'am?" "My husband gave it to me." "The ruby. The son had passed it on. When I was very young, after..." She stopped. Was she sleeping? "After we lost our first child." I stopped. I didn't see anything else. Not the door to the hallway, or my exit window. Just her now. "It's too big, too beautiful, just too much," I told him. I leaned forward, I couldn't help it. "Not for you," he told me. "Never, never too big for you." Her grip loosened and she was asleep. I backed away from the bed, keeping both eyes on her face. I don't remember how I left the apartment, or how I got away. The alarms were never tripped, no one knew I was even there. I heard she died a few days later. And I was done. I couldn't do it anymore. The fun, the thrill, the pure joy of it was gone. I left that part of me in the safe with the ruby and in the old woman's eyes, and I never looked back. I booked myself a one-way ticket on a galactic cruiser named the Rebecca, headed for Alpha Centauri. As cliched as it sounds, I was ready to make a new life, a new start. But my grandmother used to say, people don't change. Although they kept my existence secret from the general public, too many of the rich and powerful knew me, and they knew what I had done. I was recognized the moment I came on board, tagged by 100 hungry security cameras, and thousands of hungry eyes and minds, all hiding trinkets and jewelry and other goodies I would have been starving for myself only a few months ago. It wasn't long before things started to go missing. Not by me, probably a copycat hoping to cash in on the distraction of my presence on board. And this morning, I woke up to find a 12-man security team marching down the hallway in my direction, looking for me. I've been dodging them ever since, but I can't do it forever. This is a big ship, but it's still 2 years to Alpha Centauri. I could try to tell them about her white eyes and her heart locked in a safe, but they wouldn't listen. I mean, people don't change, do they?
Started out as a vacation, the first one since the twins were born. They're 4 now, so you can imagine. It was the getaway that we were longing for, and now we can't get away from it. Having twins was a test of our marriage. Now, lock yourself in a cruise ship cabin with your spouse for longer than expected and no access to the tiki bar. That's a challenge. We FaceTime the kids every day. My mother has them. Thank God. Imagine we hired someone to watch them. But still, a long weekend is one thing. 14 days is a whole other thing. My mother's 68. 4-year-olds are so much work. They wake up in the middle of the night because they have to go potty, or because they had a bad dream, or just because they want to snuggle up next to you. I just miss my babies. I'm going crazy. No, I am crazy. They don't understand why we aren't back yet. Explain quarantine to a bunch of 4-year-olds. Explain a virus or why we can't get off this ship because we might be sick. But we're not. But we still might have it. But we don't. When we FaceTime, the kids cry. Then I cry. My husband cries. Then my mother cries. And my poor mother is left with them crying. She has to answer all of their questions at bedtime. She's the one that has to tell them that we don't know whenever mommy and daddy are coming home and deal with the fallout. She tells me not to worry. That we're going to get through this. That I need to stay strong. That the kids are all right. She's being my mom and their grandma. I feel like I can't breathe. It's this virus that's making me feel this way. And I don't even have it. I don't think.
Helly, Mom. Are you there? Don't make me yell. I'm not supposed to be here. I'm supposed to be quarantined in my stateroom. I'm ready to jump. I was a championship diver. Sort of. Third in the Mora, Minnesota League. There are 4 of us, but I can do this. Just swim by, and I'll catch you, and I'll hold on, and I'll feed you fish for the rest of your life. Or rather, the rest of my life. Because you're a god and will live forever, but unfortunately, I won't. I saw you through the tiny window. I saw you swim by with a bunch of your dolphin friends. It's called a pod, right? When there's a flock of dolphins, you're in a dolphin pod. Well, I'm on this pod. See? This humongous pod. They call it a cruise ship, but really, it's just a virus ship, and I'd rather not stay any longer. Pelimon, please come back. You're sworn to protect anyone on a sea journey, and I need protecting. I need to get off this pod. Oh, come on, you can at least be impressed that I know my mythology and which god to seek. I bet you thought you were forgotten. Well, I'm going to tell you a secret. I think you're hot. Not just cute, but blazing hot. Like you could be on one of those fireman calendars. You know, if you come closer, I can tell you some more secrets. Fine, betray all you stand for. If I am left here to die, I will make sure I badmouth you all over social media. Fake god, imposter. I'm sorry, I didn't mean that. I'm just scared. And I need you to come for me so I can escape this death ship. I hear the crew. Pelimon, come up for air. Pelimon, I think I see you. Yes, I see you. Ready or not.
No, I didn't. I swear I didn't. Yes, you're right. I had no right to touch your possessions. I get that. Please don't. You don't need to call anyone. The captain, the purser, or whoever. I can explain. Take a second to look in your purse. Please. Yeah, see, it's your wallet with all the money in it. All the credit cards, identification. Yeah, see, everything is there. I get her confused. Yes, I know that you've been searching for it. I know because I took it. I stole your wallet out of your purse 3 days ago. You had no idea it was me because, well, I'm decent at my job. And cruise ships are pretty easy pickings. Crazy, the first time I get caught, I was actually trying to give you your stuff back. Okay, I get it. You have to call somebody. I won't try to run. Where am I going to go? Just for the record, I'm sorry. I know it really put a black mark on your vacation when I stole it. I'm sure the theft, along with the quarantine, made this a really bad trip for you. Like I said, I'm sorry. Why? To tell you the truth, it's a living. I'm not proud of it, but it puts bread on the table. And like I said, people on cruise ships... Oh, you mean why I was trying to give it back? That's a tougher question. I hadn't planned on it not before the quarantine. I mean, I've kind of got a system that I've developed. Contacts at the ports, ways to fence the stuff so it doesn't hang around for long. It's a business, sad as it sounds. That doesn't answer your... Look, why don't you just go ahead and call somebody? We don't need to stretch this out. No, I don't have any stuff on me anymore. I'm clean. You're the last one. I snuck everything else back. It was because I began to feel like it, you know? I couldn't keep taking stuff. I couldn't unload it. The quarantine made me stop and sit and look around. And people are scared. You can see it in their eyes. This unseen thing, this virus, they don't know if it's going to get them or if it already has. I mean, they thought they were coming to someplace sunny and, you know, carefree safe. And now, all of a sudden, this thing stuck up on them. I couldn't shake, feeling like, look, I steal stuff for a living. I used to, and I figured out a way to be alright with that. Other people had more than me. They didn't really need what I took from them. I made it right in my head. But with this whole quarantine thing, actually having time to look at the people, I started feeling I couldn't shake, feeling like I was a sickness myself. And I couldn't live with that. You're not going to call? Are you sure? Alright. I will. Goodbye. Thanks. I will. I'll keep my hands clean.
Morning, everyone. It's me, Mr. Bidemeyer. I just wanted to give you the update about our big class trip. Now, as you know, the class cruise to the Grand Tucky Basin was supposed to happen in about 6 days, and, though the authorities have canceled all classes this week, I'm here to tell you not to worry. Authorities have only canceled classes this week, and I just heard that there are no cases of the virus in Grand Tucky. So pack your things, okay? Because this cruise will most definitely happen. See y'all soon. Take care. Hello, everybody. It's me, Mr. Bidemeyer. Now, you've probably heard that, authorities have canceled school for the next month, and that includes all class trips. Yeah, I know. I know a lot of you have looked forward to this trip all year. There's gotta be something we can do, though. I mean, come heck or high water, this cruise is still gonna happen, okay? So pack your things, everyone. We'll find a way to make it work. Stay strong. I'll see you soon. Hey, mateys, it's me, Captain Bidemeyer. I got good news for you. Our class cruise is happening right now. Yeah, I know we're not allowed to leave our houses, but thanks to the powers of the internet, we can do our own virtual cruise. Yeah, I know, right? Here's our cruise ship. Isn't it beautiful? Oh, and look at all the interesting exotic creatures on board. This here is Mr. Paws. Hello, children. My name is Mr. Paws, and I'm from a nation with different customs than yours. We just love your accent, don't we, Mr. Paws? Oh, look, there it is. The beautiful Grand Tucky Basin. There it is. It looks even better in person, doesn't it? Hey, class, let's get a selfie. Boy, I'm tired, aren't you? Let's turn in for the night, everyone, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Take care. Everybody, I hope you're doing okay since our virtual cruise was quarantined. Yeah, Mr. Paws got a case of the virus, so just to be safe, I rounded up all the other passengers and I set them on fire. Yeah, I know it's hard, but we're Americans, damn it. We're gonna be just fine. Before you know it, everything's gonna be all back to normal. I'll see you soon, okay? Adios, amigos. Do you feel that beautiful ocean breeze? Listen to those exotic walruses. Do you taste that salty seawater? Do you like the seawater? Oh my! Look! It's President Abraham Lincoln! So honored to meet you, Mr. President. Hey, everyone! The President says it's okay if we go for a swim. The water's so nice and fresh. Come on in, everybody. The President says it's okay. The President says everything was fine. Oh, this is just the best cruise ever. Hey, everyone. You know, I always wanted to... Never mind. See ya.
Hi friends, fans, family far and wide. When Grandma Marilyn first asked me, "Do you want to go on a cruise?" I thought of shrimp buffets. I thought of all-you-can-eat virgin pina coladas. I thought of a pool slide with 16 loops. I thought of the scene in Troop Beverly Hills where they eat caviar on a yacht. Or in 30 Rock when Tracy uses someone else's luxury liner to throw a party and the cops kick them off. In a less obscure reference, I thought of the Love Boat, which coincidentally I watched as a small child with my grandma Marilyn while eating Italian ices and dreaming of the day they'd be free with a purple wristband on board my very own cruise heaven, the Duchess Almond Ruby, where I am recording this SOS message to all of you because, friends, fans, family far and wide, I'm here to tell you the shrimp is still a little frozen. The poolside gives me motion sickness, and the pina coladas, they taste like someone punished plastic by mixing it with cotton candy and shame. You do not want that drink. You do not want it. You do not want that. And also, it's an abomination. It's worse than the musical episode of Grey's Anatomy, which I pretend hate but secretly love and watch at least once a month. And just when I thought things couldn't get any worse, they told us we couldn't leave the boat. We're quarantined for our safety. At first I thought, okay, more time for reading, to work on my comic book, to sit and think about life, maybe imagine my own amusement park, or think about the memoir I've been meaning to write since first grade. It was a simpler time. Then, friends, fans, family far and wide, I'm here to tell you, Grandma Marilyn ran out of her special perfume. The perfume that makes me think of warm cookies, fresh cut flowers, with a hint of mustiness, just like one mothball in a pleasant cedar closet. Now friends, now fans, now family far and wide. She just smells like herself. So now this quarantine for my safety feels like an out of the frying pan and into the fire situation. What about the safety of my nose? My dear sweet nasal passages that have been through so much in my short life. What about them? Grandma Marilyn, she just smells like an actual 96-year-old lady. Honestly, it smells like... Grandma, how are you? I've missed you.